Well, tonight there is growing concern among many unauthorized workers about how their information on file with the IRS might be used.
Local labor leaders are warning there could be dangerous consequences if the IRS agrees to turn over records to the Department of Homeland Security. Action News reporter Gabe Ferris has been tracking this possible move for weeks and brings us what ABC News has now learned. Gabe?
Well, warning, Graciela, we first brought you this story last month when labor leaders feared the Department of Homeland Security could leverage tax returns. But now ABC News has learned the request is in. The DHS is asking the IRS to turn over the information it has for some workers. With tax season now underway, ABC News has learned the Department of Homeland Security has issued a formal request asking the IRS to turn over information of unauthorized workers who have paid taxes.
Is this a concern? Absolutely it is.
Manuel Cunha at the Nice Farmers League fears it could have dire consequences.
They're going to uproot families across the country, not just California, San Joaquin Valley, but across the country, hardworking people in our communities.
A source tells ABC that the Department of Homeland Security would provide names to the IRS and ask for their address, emails, and phone numbers in exchange. The news putting farm workers on edge. Xochitl Nunez in Tulare County tells us she's a hard worker, saying, "We are peasants, we are not criminals." Many undocumented workers have paid federal taxes for years, using an IRS program that allows them to report their earnings regardless of their immigration status. Since the start, the IRS has promised not to share their info.
If there was ever a weaponization of government, this is a perfect example of that. Offering a program to help these people, and once they file something, they come after them and prosecute them.
Tony Capozzi, a former federal prosecutor, calls the move unprecedented. It comes just weeks after DHS Secretary Kristi Noem deputized IRS agents, asking them to support removals and arrests. Capozzi says agents can work to investigate crimes, but cannot turn over tax returns.
There's a taxpayer bill of rights that the IRS put out, and it deals with the right to privacy, a right to confidentiality, and then there's a federal statute.
Sources tell ABC the IRS is now discussing how to accommodate DHS without violating tax laws.
Si estoy pagando impuestos, pero ahora me quieren detener.
Nunez says some workers are preparing to move, leaving the addresses the government has on file. "If I am paying taxes, but now they want to arrest me, then I will not do it," she told us. And we asked Republican Congressman Tom McClintock about this during our exclusive interview last month. He supported the cooperation, saying all agencies should work together to enforce federal immigration laws. Warren, Graciela.
Hey, Central California, stay up to date with all the most important news and weather. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to ABC 30 Action News.